Well, hello, welcome back to BallySpring. Just had a spot of lunch after harvesting the wheat field this morning, which would have been the last episode. We purchased a wheat field over on the far side of the farm there to up our straw supply. Last year we had to buy straw because we only had one field planted in wheat. This year we had two, but even that didn't look like enough straw to provide the bedding and the straw for our feed mixture. So we bought another field. We've got rain in the forecast. I had put the straw bales under cover to protect it from the rain, but I think we'll try and get it put away here before the rain starts. Rain's not supposed to start until about 2 o'clock, although I know it'll probably start earlier. So guess what happened? I've experienced a couple of game crashes already. The first one, we had probably recorded almost the whole episode when it crashed. And then the second one, I was stretching it, and it crashed at the beginning, probably after about 15 minutes. So I got to be careful and try to record the clips and the progress a little more frequently. So probably every 10 minutes, so I don't have to redo everything all over again. A little unpleasant. Yeah, I know. So I had intended to record Zelanka, I think, today. But I think I want to try and get a little more feedback from the Zelanka episodes, because it just went up. As I'm recording this, it just went up yesterday. So we're going to slide Zelanka in after BallySpring. I was going to do it after Missouri Farm, but we're going to do it after BallySpring. Looks like I need to do some maintenance on this. I didn't notice that before. We're going to get these straw bales off air and stacked. This will be the third time I've done it. Hopefully I can do a better job of it. The first time it went really well. Second time, not necessarily quite as well. We'll see if we can do better this time. I mean, there wasn't anything really wrong with it. Like these first couple of bales here, they're not stacked perfectly straight, because the field was uneven. It was on a slope. So yeah, some of the ones picking up the pair of bales didn't always go on the best. I suppose I'll be all right. Straightened it out a little bit there. Whoop. Come on now. I'll probably be okay. So we're stacking the bales in here 4 high, because that's pretty much the reach of the skid steer. If we had a telehandler, we could maybe go a little higher, but I think it's fine. I think we got quite the supply going that I think we'll be okay. Oh, was I doing that? I don't know. I must have been. to the wall. Okay, a little higher. Don't pull them over. Oh boy. Put this one off to the side, and then we can stack the other two. Put this one over to this side. We'll put the other two on that stack. There we go. Two more. We gotta be careful of those hay bales. High enough. There we go. Leave the bale spikes right here. So next thing, we're going to grab the pallet forks. We got a tomato pallet over by the greenhouse. Go grab that. But first, we're going to save our progress and a video clip. So yeah, if I keep an eye on the clock and I do a save every half hour in the game, that'll be about every 10 minutes, I think, at 3 times speed, right? Makes sense. Wool pallets coming along slowly but surely. We don't have a lot of room to maneuver on this side. I was thinking about putting in another greenhouse, but that'd be really tight. I guess I could come in on the long axis of the pallet and pull them out that way if I had to. I want to snug that up on the forks. I don't like it like that. There we go. Hop out and close that gate. Tomatoes at the back of the trailer here. Strap them. Wow. They're getting farther and farther forward every time I record this. The first time I had them way back against the creel. Last time this strap was centered on it. This time it's even farther forward. Alright. I'm gonna go across the street to the dairy. I got butter and cheese over there ready to go. Bush makes this hard. We'll go get the tractor now. I think I said the second time I recorded this, everything will probably go much quicker because I already know what I'm gonna do because I already did it once. But the first time I went through, I had to think, is like, what am I gonna do next? Now I pretty much know what I'm gonna do. So we'll have less thinking. More doing. Okay, we'll get across the street here. We'll get the butter and the cheese loaded onto here. And then we'll figure out if the same sell point as I used the last time I recorded this is going to be the best one. Oh, traffic. Nice. So this little loop works pretty good. We can just loop around the dairy here. Back over to this side in this track. Back up. And that's our loading position. All right. Grab some butter. First time I did this, I was hesitant to try and do 2 pallets of butter. I figured it'd be too heavy, but I tried it anyway, and it worked. But I was a little sloppy on how I had them stacked, so I'll try and be a little more careful this time. The second time I was recording it, this is where it crashed the second time. I haven't really figured out what kind of causes the game crashes this time. On this particular game, they just kind of randomly seem to happen. When I was experiencing it on Elm Creek, well, sometimes it seemed fairly random, but other times it seemed like I could trace it to where I got to where there was a lot of equipment that it needed to figure out what was there and maybe overwhelm the processor on the PlayStation. I don't know. So I gotta try and get these far forward, a little higher than that, a little flatter than that. Why is that top one like drifting away? That's not good. Maybe I shouldn't do 2 at a time. Certainly doesn't seem like a good idea with that top one. They were even when I started. Whoa. End up shoving it off. Can I? Wow. You know what? I think I'd be better off just doing them one at a time. It'll take a little longer, but that was really unnecessary. Not sure what I'm going to do about the cheese. I guess I could move the tomato pallet over more. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It worked good the first, worked pretty good the first time. Didn't really get a chance to do it the second time. We'll do it this way. Oh, well. It's kind of why you want to strap them while you're loading them. That way you don't accidentally move them. We're gonna unstrap the tomato pallet and move it over a little more. A little bumpy here too. It's not perfectly flat because we don't have pavement. Hopefully I'll be all right. Okay, let's grab that cheese. There we go. It's right the spawn area for the pallets. I don't want to park there. Oh, I think the rain's about to start. I saw the icon move over. Yep. Just in time. All right, so let's go see if we can get this delivered. Actually, this would probably be a good time to is that a dog over here? Be a good time to save. So let's do that while we're checking the prices. So the last time I did this, the best price for everything was at BallySpring Inn. There's butter. Still BallySpring Inn. Cheese, BallySpring Inn, and then the tomatoes. Whoop, there. Also, yep, all three BallySpring Inn. So that's where we'll go. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get much field work done now because of the rain. Well, actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do, but play along with me. So we had taken on some silage baling contracts. This is one of those contract fields right here. We've got it windrowed and ready for baling. Could get on that a little later. I don't know if the rain would really bother us too much. Depends on how much is coming down, I guess. Could gum up the baler, but really it doesn't matter. You know what's funny is the first time I did this, there were all these people crossing then as well. It's interesting because a lot of times, you know, patience, my friend. A lot of times things don't go exactly the same way. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I was a different point. I did drive over this way a couple of times. All right, here we are, BallySpring Inn. I don't know why the tomatoes take so long to sell. I hypothesize that they're taking a good close look at them, making sure they're not bruised. But we'll wait for them to buy them all. Okay. About 10,000 euros. Not bad. Tip back to the farm. Yeah, so we got the 3 wheat fields now, or the 3 fields, so we've got a lot of work to do. Field prep, get them ready for drilling for next season. We'll run winter wheat again, and what I think we gotta drill them in August, which will be next month. Gotta pay attention, see if there's a car behind me. When we get to the farm, we gotta kind of swing out to turn into the driveway, and if there's a car behind you, they always try and take advantage of that opportunity when you swing out. They kind of ignore the fact that you turn your turn signal on. I'm going to try and keep the back. There. Even though he's behind me, I got in okay that time. Okay, we'll put the bale trailer back in here. It's going to take a multi-point turn, which is kind of annoying. But that's what you get with these tight British Isles tight yards. You didn't see that. I didn't hit that slurry tank. I did it in fewer points that time, probably because I backed up pretty far the first time. Okay. That's all right. Can't remember what to do next. Oh, I think I think we're gonna take some milk over to the dairy, keep it producing. We've got probably a couple trailers full we can take over. Remember, keep my speed down in the yard as well. If I remember right, we had about 20,000 liters here in the cow shed of milk that we could load, and this holds 8,000, so we can fill it a couple of times. Keep that dairy chugging away. The Milmon dairy, the mod that we're using, I think produces their products a little quicker than most dairy production. So if we can keep it fed with milk, that'll be good, which is why we want to get as many milkers going as we can. Probably would have been better to build the dairy behind the farm so we wouldn't have to cross this at times busy road, but I also think it works out better over here. Okay, so we load the milk on this side. I'm getting more paranoid about something bad happening. My saves are getting more frequent. All right, we're gonna go get another one. I do like this farm. This is a good farm. I know there's a lot of good farms on here. This just happened to be the start farm and we just stuck with it. The other ones are very nice as well. That's what I like about Farming Simulator is, you know, you can make a map seem completely different just by using one of the other farms. All right, there we go. Take this one over there. I hear something. I knew something was coming. Could hear it. Alright, we'll take this back and we'll put it away. And we'll come back and we'll get the skid steer, bring it back over to the other side. At some point, I hope maybe we can get a dedicated forklift for over here. Probably could put in a small building or something to store machinery in, a garage. I don't know. So here's what's going to upset me is the last time I recorded this portion of the episode before the game crashed, I did a really good job of backing the trailer in. Now the pressure's on to try and do that again. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn good. So either I'm getting better at it or I just got lucky, you know? I got lucky. Some say it's better to be lucky than good. I'm not quite sure how that works, but we're going to be too close to the wall, I think. Because I can't keep it perfectly straight, so it's going to end up going into the wall, I think. Yep. Saw that one coming a mile away. Okay, now I'm going to be too close and I won't be able to get over enough to straighten it out. And then I'm going to overcorrect. And then I'm going to get all crooked. Trust me, the last time it was much better than this. It wasn't perfect, but it was better than this. This has been pretty bad. But I'm going to go with that. It's good enough. All right, let's go get the skid steer. Getting quite the rain today. Pretty good shower. It's going to rain for a couple hours, I believe. Get this put under cover and then we'll hop into the house, do a little bit of thinking about what we're going to do next, look at a couple of things. I also think maybe I'll start keeping the skid steer in here. A little more room on the right though, because that's the side that the character gets out. There we go. Yeah, so I was thinking about parking it in here because this is where we have the most space to get it out, but there's enough space there that I could actually park a vehicle or implement or something in there and get it out of the weather, because we don't need to get at these grass bales too often. And what, there's just one deep on them. It's all right. Let's head over to the house. See if we can grab a towel and dry off a little bit. Okay, so here's the farm. Our environmental score is currently 70. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see each field's kind of contribution to that. I wonder why those are so low down there. Anyway, here's a new field, 42. So we can select it. And then to purchase the soil information is going to cost us 2,450 euros. So they want 1,050 just for service provider. And then they're going to take 14 samples. Now, they always take an excessive amount of samples. You can do better yourself. So we're not going to do that. We're going to take a look at the how much it's going to cost to lease the Eire Scout. So it's down here under miscellaneous. Come over to the Eire Scout. It's 17,000 to buy. We don't want to buy it. We'll lease it for 867. It won't take us an hour. Unfortunately, that's all we have to do with it, but it'll end up being cheaper, and it's raining, so there's not much else we can do. Let's go ahead and we'll lease it over the phone, then we'll just head over and pick it up. So let's go grab the drop nose Massey Ferguson, and we'll head over to the vehicle store. We'll pick up that soil sampler, and we'll get over here and sample that field. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be. It's going to be the same soil that we have, the same kind of crappy stuff, but you know, all the precision farming stuff doesn't work if you don't reveal the soil type by taking the soil samples. I wonder how we can get our score up. The problem is we got a lot of these grass fields that we aren't oh no. All right, we'll go get in line with everybody else. we have all these grass fields that we're not doing a lot in. I don't know how we can get our environmental score up. Oh, spraying, spot spraying, what? No-till. I guess that's something. Since I bought the year 2 season pass, I now have access to the horse aggravation pack, and I think it had some nice low-till options. Could take a look at that. Of course, we just want to get the dairy operation going good, and then we'll worry about some of that other stuff. So we got other things we can spend our money on. There they come again. I can beat them to the crosswalk this time. There we go. That's what it was. The first time was when I was coming to pick up the soil sampler that I came across all the folks going to whatever, going to Mass or something. We are in Ireland, right? Irish Catholics go to Mass. It's July. It's not like a holy day. I don't think of it. I can't think of any in July off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. We got our Eire Scout. And then we'll head back to our field. Remember, I am in Ireland, so I'm on this side of the road. Okay. It's a bit, well, I don't know if this is a long way around or not, but we'll come in at the top of the field and start taking our soil samples. So this large grass field to my right, we can access our field through a double gate on the far end here. And we do have the landowner's permission to access our field through this direction. And we had coordinated that when we came up here to do the harvest. All right, so I'm going to see if I can remember the controls. I had to pull the menu up last time. We do want the mini map open when we do this. We're going to unfold the Eire Scout. And then if we can do this in under 14 soil samples, we're doing good, because that's what the company wanted to take. I think there's our first one right there. I think that gets the whole field. Well, Lord, and I think that's the one. Yep. Sample number 1 taken. We want to get good coverage, but we're not gonna overdo it. Let's see. Figure right there. Just continue on. Do another one right up. I'm missing a little of it. I think so. Right here. Oh, it'll drop it down when you do it. I don't think we care what's over in the trees. Yeah, it's not really telling us what's over there anyway. What's that, 3? This is 4? What the heck were they doing? They took 14. I know there's a modded one where you can take even larger areas of sample, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't do this enough that it really matters. So this is what, 5 or 6. Do you think we can get away with one more? Might could. Yeah, want to be a little more this way. I think that'll get it right there. Go ahead and fold that up. That's soil sampling done. I don't know if we can close these gates. I had a heck of a time with the one at the top earlier. I tried to see if I could close it. Yeah, I think these are just for looking gates. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Oh, I did get it. Alright, maybe I should go get that one up at the top at some point. Let's close this one too while we're here. Just gotta be in the right spot. I thought it was near the gate on this one. No, must be over here. There. Huh. Alright. Pulled out the wrong side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to send those soil samples off. Okay, so I'm back in the vehicle now because I have to send the soil samples off from here, I think. I probably have to have the engine running. Let's see. I'm going to push triangle. Oh, there we go. Soil samples are now sent to laboratory for analysis. You'll see the results soon. Okay. We got them back. Okay. We're gonna drop the soil sampler right here and we'll have them come pick it up. Yeah, get over a little more. There we go. Okay. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So at 3 times speed without any time lapses. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're coming up on almost an hour. Maybe we'll call this pretty soon. Let's check these out. Oh, so we can see our results right here on the map. So our field 119 is mostly loamy sand, like all of our other fields, which is like the kind of one of the worst, but I guess that's the way it is. Let's see what else, other information we can garner from this. Zoom out just a hair. So we're on 49. That's horrible. pH is not great. It's okay. The ones across are not good. Okay, yeah. Garbage for that. Yield is low. Okay. So what else? No. Environmental score detail. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, and it gives us the details on the fields too. Okay, so whatever the bottom bar is what's really bad on that one. Huh? If I hover on it like that. So the top one is nitrogen. We got absolutely nothing for that. pH we're okay. Weed control, not good. Soil sampling, full. Tillage, half. Okay. So weed control, which would be probably the spot spraying, and the tillage is where we're hurting on our scores. Yep. Mostly. And then fertilizer on these new fields. Which, if we're not doing anything on it, why should we fertilize it? Yep. Okay. I think that's probably about it. I might go try and do some of that contract work off camera. But yeah, we've pretty much got accomplished what we can here today. It's raining, and maybe tomorrow when weather's a little better, we can work on our fields and try and prep them for drilling them. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in BallySpring. I know your time is valuable to you, and I appreciate you just spend a little of it here with me. Soon, hopefully, we'll get some newborn goats and sheep. We'll have some kids and some lambs to look at. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. See you next time.